Hey, welcome everyone. If you guys didn't know, this is my dad Brett here. My name is Briggs, and we are the two owners of Miles Pellet Stoves, bringing you all another pellet stove repair video.
Repair day.
So what are we repairing today, and what are we working on?
Oh, we're gonna do a little repair on the auger motor
Of a what?
for this England Stoveworks Smart Stove. So I think it's pretty well engineered. I mean, we looked at it, and it is a little different, but I think it's pretty stout. I like it so far, but pretty soon when you get back to us, we're going to turn the stove around, and Briggs is going to start the repair and show you how to do it at home.
Exactly. And just a heads up, there's a few steps in doing this, but you know, how we kind of looked at it before doing this video, you know, we even believe you guys can do it too. So, yeah, right?
Well, like I always say, you know, it's like saving money for you, your friends, and your family. These stoves have become DIY for the most part.
For the most part. Sometimes, sometimes it's extra fun.
This one's a little tricky, but it's well engineered, and we like it so far. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. We're going to show you, or Briggs will show you how to do it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, showtime. Welcome back. So here is the back part of the England Stoveworks Smart Stove. So before you do any work, as we always say, unplug your stove prior to doing any work on it so you don't get shocked. You get it. Safety first. So what we have found, the tools that you'll need, for the most part, there's two. So have a socket set. If you don't have one, obviously, well, not obviously, but I think the most inexpensive place to buy a set would be Harbor Freight. And then an Allen wrench set, you can get those at Harbor Freight too. We're going to use an impact with a socket to speed up the process. So join with Briggs. He's going to show you how to take out the auger motor and how to replace it. We'll see you in a second.
Ready to go?
Okay, let's go.
That's good? Okay. So, what we're going to be doing is focusing on the back of the stove. And so once you be able to get a good view back here, if you want to come on closer, Dad, we're going to be taking off this silver panel. To do that, we're going to be looking at this bolt and this bolt right here. So you're going to take your socket set or your electric tools and slowly, get some light, slowly start taking them off.
Okay, can I halt you right there?
Sure.
So, okay, bring that down. You did great. I just see something that may run into. So, what Briggs did is he took off the bolt here and the bolt here. Now, this is the exhaust. You may have the exhaust coming out in your home. If so, you would take off this bolt, and this bolt.
Extra.
And this half piece would come off. So you could get it around the exhaust 3-inch tube here, get it off. Because if you have this tube sticking out, this plate's just not going to come off unless you take the whole exhaust system off, right?
Exactly, and that's...
So I like how they engineer this because it's a half piece. So you can actually take the half piece off and you can get right in there.
And you know, that's a really good catch. So when we're in the shop, sometimes we get kind of lost being used to working on the stoves on top of our lift here. But yeah, my dad makes a good point. In reality, this will be hooked up. So if you did try to take this off, it'd be stuck right on the exhaust right there. So just easily, if you have to, more likely you will, since it's going to be in your home, take it off right here. That half will come off. And then this one, you can have it slide down.
Okay.
And you'll be able to take it off.
I'll can it, but I just
No,
saw
that was a good catch. That was a good catch.
And they could, well, depending on the configuration, they could pull that whole thing out, depending on how far the tube went out horizontally.
Exactly.
But at least I like the way they engineered it. Nice job.
They did.
England Stoveworks. I like it.
They did engineer it pretty well. So once you have that back half off, this is your auger motor right here. And we're going to be taking this off and kind of showing you the different wire disconnection you have to do. Now, first, before you do this, come on up top up here. You have to climb a little bit.
Oh my gosh, I hope I don't fall off.
Hey, you're still agile. I like it. So what we did, we cleared the hopper right here. Now, a little bits here and there, it's not going to be the end of the world, but mainly you just want to have this thing pretty much emptied out. You can save your pellets and then vacuum out the rest.
There he is.
You got to get that close.
Empty out the hopper. Okay, we're going to get down off the bench here.
But yeah, you can put 2 and 2 together. If that hopper's full, and we're taking this thing out, you're gonna get an avalanche of pellets if you didn't take all those pellets out. It's not, again, it's not the end of the world, but it's just more cleanup and it's gonna be everywhere. So, once you're here, what you're gonna be doing, we're gonna get these wires out of the way. So, just simply, these two right here.
Yeah, I got a pretty good shot there for him.
Sweet.
Yep.
Pull them off, and you're good to go. So once those are out of the way, you might have to tuck them around. We're then going to be focusing on getting this whole apparatus out. First thing you want to do, you're going to locate this screw here and this screw right here.
Let me zoom in on it. So move your finger.
Right there.
So there's one here.
Yep.
And then
One on the right.
there's one here.
Yep.
Okay.
You're going to take your Allen wrench. You can nicely just loosen it. Same thing over here. Take the Allen wrench, nicely just loosen it.
Good.
Once you have it loosened, take your other hand, hold the whole auger motor, and these things should nicely just unscrew. And if they don't, you can just still utilize your tool. Going over here, take that out. Beautiful. What you're gonna do, this is loose. You're gonna be slowly taking this out right here. A few pellets drops, not the end of the world. The first part, you got your whole auger motor out, but then you also have the bracket and the auger itself still on there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna be taking the shaft off and this bracket. Take your Allen wrench, right here, can they see this, Dad? It's gonna be a screw right inside there. So what you're gonna do, sometimes you might have to pick out a little bit of the sawdust, but you wanna get your Allen wrench in there. It's gonna be a tight fit, and you wanna loosen that. I'm gonna nicely unscrew it. This piece will come off as so. We're gonna put this to the side. Make sure you don't lose that screw. That thing falls off and it bounces somewhere, it's just gonna be another stress. You don't want that. Finally, you wanna take this bracket off right here. It's gonna be 4 bolts on each corner. So, socket set or your electric tools. You're gonna be slowly taking these bolts out one by one. Last one. Beautiful. Put tool right here. Then you're gonna gently take this off. Might have a little elbow grease because it likes being stuck. Put it to the side. And right here, everyone, there you go. Your auger motor's out.
Okay, here's the auger motor. Let's take a second out. Please help us out. Subscribe. I know it's a hassle. Subscribe and like to our channel. It helps us grow. Your support is very much appreciated. Let's go back to the repair.
Ready to go?
Okay, let's go.
All right,
oh,
sounds
no,
good.
no. Okay, let's go.
Oh, okay, you had to have that.
It's like 11 o'clock p.m. Oh my gosh.
And we keep on cruising. So, all right, everyone. So, basically, putting your auger motor back is just like, well, what you've seen, just going in reverse. So you're going to take your new auger motor, and for us right now, we're going to be utilizing the same one because this one's still good. We didn't want to throw this out, but basically, yeah, we'll just say this is the new auger motor for this purposes. So come on in.
Okay, let's go.
We're going to go right backwards. So we're going to go right here, take your auger motor, turn it upside down, and place that bracket right as so. You're going to take your screws, just nicely pre-thread them a little bit, best you can, all the way around. The reason why I like doing that, instead of just tightening one at a time, is because sometimes if this thing might shift off a little bit and it's already tightened, it doesn't give it enough wiggle room to maybe get the other screws in. There we go around. Slowly tighten them, and then we're gonna just tap it a little bit. And there you go. So first part's done. Next one, we're gonna put the auger motor back, or sorry, not the auger motor, the auger shaft right back on this piece right here. Now, this is the important part. When you look at this part, you can see it's smooth, circular, and then it's gonna have a flat spot right here. Can you see that pretty well?
Yeah, I zoomed it.
So that flat spot right there, you're gonna have to line this up with this screw. If you don't line it up, this thing won't work the best, and you can start grinding metal, and then, well, long story short, it's not gonna be a fun repair. So make sure that's on the flat spot there. This will be a little harder to see.
Yeah, it's really a doozer here.
I'm pre-threading it with my hand.
Why don't you move your hand out? There you go. So where?
It's right here.
Yeah.
So I pre-threaded it with my hand, and then I can get my tool in here. And it's a very, very tight fit. But once you get it snug, give it a good tight and twist. You want it to be tight, but don't overdo it too much, or you might strip that screw. So once you have it solid,
That was me. Magnet.
you're not having a good battle with that flashlight tonight, are
Well,
you?
the magnet. Well, I hit that decal and it didn't stick.
You're good.
But I do like the Nebo flashlights. They're great.
They are great. And I just do a little double check because last thing you want, everyone, is to have that thing come loose. So once you have this all put together, you're going to be slowly feeding it back into the pellet stove. So before you do that, one good small mention. You want to put this in the right way. If you go this way, it's not how we started. We're going to be going this way. You know you've gone the right way is when you have the wire connectors right here. So just a heads up. You're then going to take your screws right here, and you're going to nicely pre-thread them on each side. Take your other hand, pull the auger motor, and do the same thing over here. There we go. Then you're going to take your tool, and you're going to slowly tighten each side. There we go. Same thing over here. And you don't have to overly tighten it. You just want to make sure it is nice and snug. There you go. So it's in there. And before you button up everything, don't forget these two wires right here. Make sure those are connected fine, each side, as so. And before we close this up, I'm going to double check, making sure it is a good connection. Making sure my wires are in good spots. We're good to go. And last but not least, we're going to go over here. We're going to put the panel back on, as so. Right here, there we go. Watch right here, I'm going to show them. Make sure this wire is out here through this gap. And you're going to take over here, and you slowly just replacing the screws. On that side, go over here. Same thing over here. Boom. Tie it back. And perfect right there. You all just replaced your auger motor. All right, everyone, thanks for joining us, and hopefully you guys found some helpful tips in this video, and hopefully it solved your problem with this pellet stove if you ever faced an auger motor issue. You got any last words, Ed?
Well, I know this is going to be helpful to a lot of you if you have the stove or if you're going to buy one of these stoves. I really like the engineering of it. I think it's stout, it's solid, it's great. And of course, like I always say, hopefully this has been helpful to you, your friends, and your family. Briggs and I will see you on the next video. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, everyone.